What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys, well, with a bit of a weirder video today. I made a video about 5 years ago, and the video was saying, is Yu-Gi-Oh really satanic? In fact, that's the thumbnail right there. I'm gonna use the same thumbnail in this video because I'm lazy. But in the video, I actually went over another video that I found on YouTube about a guy who basically said Yu-Gi-Oh is really satanic and all this stuff, and to stay from Yu-Gi-Oh. And I always find that video interesting and funny, and I had a great time doing it 5 years ago. Except I still also get comments on that video. That video has about 10,000 views. I have 180 comments. And I still check my comments, and I love reading some of the comments. Some of it is saying, obviously, Yu-Gi-Oh's not. Some of it's saying, well, 1 Corinthians, 2nd chapter, 3rd verse. Jesus clearly says, clear as day. Yo, real quickly, guys, in 2004, Yu-Gi-Oh's coming out, and it's satanic, so just giving you guys a heads up. Just love me, worship me, okay. So today, actually 2 days ago, I got a comment. I'd like to read this comment to you guys and love to know what you guys think about this. Before we make fun of anybody, I just want to say to anybody out there who is religious, let's talk about religion real quickly. Normally you shouldn't, but I won't talk about it because I live in a household where I was originally raised Roman Catholic. My wife is Christian. My kids are Christianish, Roman Catholic, and I'm basically agnostic. So I don't believe, but I don't not believe. I believe there's a high power. I just don't think we know all about it. Though I am open to anything. So I'm basically in the neutral ground as far as religion. But when it comes down to my trading card game, I don't ever go, as I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh, go, oh, hold on a second, I forgot to use my prayer beads to, like, whatever. I'm just playing a card game. It has nothing to do with Yu-Gi-Oh. But it's always fun when other outside influences will say, like, I don't know, gender identity or left-wing politics always creep into Yu-Gi-Oh because it just stands out like a sore thumb. When you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, the last thing you are thinking about is anything else other than the card game. So when it gets pushed, and it's always entertaining, and to us Yu-Gi-Oh players, and comment down below if you agree to this, but us Yu-Gi-Oh players, we always poke fun at it because it stands out. It's the pink elephant in the room, and we see it clear as day. I'm gonna read on though. This person says, I'm a Christian and I love Jesus Christ and I take the Christian faith seriously. He had to put an exclamation point in case you didn't know. My homeboy is not playing around. God freed me from this game. I played it for over 8+ years continually. I'm thankful for it. The game is demonic in nature. Think about it. You summon monsters, period. Activate spells, cast spells, set traps, sacrifice monsters, etc. Let's not forget the similarities to actual names in the Bible. Got you there. Take that. If you look at the names of the cards in the Greek and the meaning, I'm sure it would be surprising. I've not done this personally to my knowledge. I'm just blessed and thankful God delivered me and set me free from this card game and other games I used to play. I don't know what the fuck this kid's been playing, but in the trading card game Yu-Gi-Oh, it takes everything from everything. I mean, I'm eventually sure that we play this game long enough, we're gonna have a Rick and Morty archetype in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, Konami just grabs anything around. The creator game made a card from his dog that passed. Like, the game just grabs everything throughout history, throughout just everything in general. And I always find it interesting how many people go, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh has a lot of names from the biblical faith. And it's like, all right, I don't want to blow your mind or nothing, but your name probably comes from the Bible somewhere. Like, just throwing it out there. Think about it. If you're watching this video, there's a good chance your name comes from the Bible in some which way, shape, or form. And I always find it weird when these people go, see, that's demonic because it copies the Bible, the names. But everything does, dude. Everything. Go eat pizza. That name of the pizzeria restaurant, probably from the Bible. Okay, just throwing it out there. Anyway, the next line is my favorite. This card game is dangerous. Well, depending on what neighborhood you go to play. I mean, if you play Yu-Gi-Oh in the hood, you might get mugged, but, like, I don't think the card game has anything to do. Anyway, beyond what I can understand at the time of writing this, to those who say otherwise are blind or do not care. I was surrounded by those who would try to justify for many reasons and blow it off. If these people knew, it would probably be a different tune from their mouths. And then he quotes the Bible, I'm guessing. All things are lawful to me, but not all things are helpful. All things are lawful for me, but not all things edify. 1 Corinthians 10:20 and KJV. And then he like puts it, he has a link to, this is 100% getting approved. But he puts his link for the Bible, for that you could go in the Bible and go, oh my God, you're right. What am I doing? What am I doing? Jesus does not want to play a trading card game that is made by Japanese people that copy, that talk about people from, like, Egypt, that somehow, like, are being played here in America. Jesus knew this was going to happen, you guys. It's crazy, man. Religion is such a weird thing. I respect all religions. I really do. I like all religions. I think all religions are great. Any religion to give you the courage to deal with any kind of BS in life, from a book written 2,000 years ago or wherever it's written in, if you're Mormon a couple of hundred years ago, like, it's cool. Every religion has something goofy about it, but every religion has something that's cool about it. And I enjoy that. But when you take religion and put it to every single thing you do all the time, nonstop, it just waters down your value of life. You shouldn't live your life to worship, in my opinion. That's my opinion, 100%. But if you do want to live your life to worship, and that's fine, don't try pushing it on anybody else. That's where things get a little bit weird. 1 Corinthians 14:92. Like, I don't understand why, like, it's like, once again, my wife's like, she's like Christian or whatever, and I always joke around about it, but like, that's between me and her, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't understand why these people need to just go, I can't wait to watch Yugioh. Is Yugioh satanic? Oh man, do I have a thing to type to you? And thinking that's gonna do anything. This guy Ronnie, I'm sure, is a good person, by the way. I'm not saying Ronnie's a bad person. And yeah, I'm joking around making fun of this kid, but I do think at heart this is a really good person. I do think they want to find the best life for themselves. But if Yu-Gi-Oh's not for you because you're getting smacked about locals, don't say fucking Jesus is telling you to stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! You're catching an ass whooping every week because you're playing an old deck that you don't want to update because you're too cheap to put cards in the game, money in the cards in the game. That's why you're losing at locals. Not because Jesus was calling you going, oh man, it's a sign from Jesus. I prayed to him and he said, quit Yu-Gi-Oh! Really, bro? He said that? I bet you asked one a couple of locals. Jesus was telling you, hey, listen, ride that bitch to the end. Get that switch at YCS. That's what I would have to guess. So to answer the question of the video I made 5 years ago, I'm going to answer it quickly. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not satanic whatsoever. It can be seen satanic, but so can anything seen satanic in the eyes of someone who's super religious. Once again, I've been around for a long time. I'm kind of old in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm like 85, you know, whatever. But like looking over at, like, I remember growing up in the 90s. If you played like certain video games, Call of Duty, it was seen bad by the church. If you listened to certain music, it was seen bad by the church. And people like freaked out over that. I always thought that's kind of weird. I thought people just caring about, like, you know, being one with God or whatever the fuck. Like, they just do their own thing. Why are they bitching about what I'm doing? And not that that's happening now in common day. Now it kind of flipped the opposite side. Now I got dudes wondering if they're chicks. And if they feel like they're chicks today, you gotta like you gotta play their own game by calling them their own goofy name or whatever. That's always weird to me. So I feel like that it went from like one side drastically over the other side. But ultimately, at the end of the day, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game that people play as a hobby that they enjoy. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game that everyone wants to have a fun time with. That's it at the end of the day. It's chess, but we bring our own chess pieces, as I tell everybody. That's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Ultimately is. And don't get me wrong, there are certain cards that might seem satanic. But I'll tell you right now, for somebody that's not super Christian, whenever I go to church and I see people doing like this and going like this, they go, because my wife goes to church, I went to her a couple times in church. I see a dude in church go like this. He went, I'm sitting there going, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? Did Jesus really say for that guy to do that? For real? For real? Can I see it in the book? Does anyone know? I'm looking through this skinny ass paper book. I don't see it anywhere. I'm seeing people do like this. I saw a dude cry. For no, just like bawling, like his dad died, crying. I'm sitting there going. I look at my wife. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? But like, she likes it. But anyway, I see that happen in church all the time. And that's fine. That's their own thing. But it'd be rude for me to go to him and going, hey man, the fuck up, man. Like, it'd be rude for me to do that. But they don't see that as rude going into what you're doing, your hobby, your own time, your own time that you put in this game. You go to your own spots that you go to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And tell you, hey, that's bad. They don't see that as wrong, but when they do that shit, they don't see that as wrong. It just doesn't make any sense to me. If you want to throw rocks at somebody in a glass house, I believe I read that in some Bible somewhere, don't do that shit, okay? Don't throw rocks in a glass house, okay? And when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! And talking shit about Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're religious, hey, listen, you can say it and you can give your own opinion, that's fine, but, like, don't throw rocks in a glass house is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching my video. I decided to do an extra video today. It's really entertaining me to do this video because I love talking about it. I do like talking about religion, but I want to talk about the religion of those that won't bitch if I make fun of their religion. Because I've talked to everyone of every religion. I've talked to Scientologists. I have a buddy who's Mormon. I love talking to Mormons if they won't get mad because I'll make fun of their religion. Like any religion, there's a level of me making fun of it because I don't understand it, and that's how I like deal with it. But like I enjoy it. I enjoy learning about as many religions as possible. I just want to throw it out there because I think it's really important to figure out what makes people want to go ahead and dedicate their life to a deity rather than just like have free Sundays. Anyway, puzzles, I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, comment down below. Let me know what you think. It's your boy V, and you guys have a great day.